Good morning. I feel unwell, but I feel better than I've felt. And I figured it'd be good to get a little stream in here. How's everybody doing this morning? Thanks, Renee. Thanks, Aiden. It's still morning, so I've got like phlegm in me to get out, but I feel much better. Like when I cough, I can feel a direct connection from my lungs to what's happening here. There's not as much blockage. It's all rattling loose. I looked at the, Haley's a few days behind me on the sickness roller coaster. So she's probably at the worst of it right now. Let me know if you need anything. I took a look at, the broken tape. Yeah, it's on the chair back here if you want it. Lay on your bed like flat, because having my head pointed down would be bad. Haley was saying something about using a massager on your chest. As if that's a thing that they do. Like it's a real thing, apparently. I didn't know that. Phone on your belly, hips to the edge. Head on the floor. Oh, no. Y'all want to see some tapes? I looked at the database to see what tapes had been favorited the most. And then went down the list a little. Oh, no. Modesty. How you doing? Hi. Oh no. Okay. Oh, she's stealthily grabbing the broken tape. You need magnetic tape. Haley says you can crochet the magnetic tape from a VHS, so. And then she coughed on the floor and died. Hooray. Like a don't dig out of the trash can. Okay. Oh, interesting. I'm learning a lot of techniques for phlegm ejection. Yeah, my strategy has been to just like cough and hack as much as possible, and that's really hurt my throat. But I'm healing. Fast Jets, Royal Caribbean Cruise Memories. Both tapes that people have favorited a few times and mentioned. Both, I think, pretty short. This one's 30 minutes. This one's, I don't know, but probably not any more than that. We can watch them both. Just cruise? Okay. Yeah, this one's interesting because it's, here, let me pull it up. Yeah, Christmas tapes might be good, but not today. I'm not feeling very festive. Wrong overlay. Interact. Okay. So, Royal Caribbean Cruise Memories. is from 1997, which is what that is in Roman numerals. Yeah, unknown runtime, but it looks pretty short. And it says, relive your Royal Caribbean cruise again and again with this unique audiovisual record of the magic moments experienced on your voyage. This professional quality videotape includes highlights of your very own cruise, giving you a personal touch to the special memento that will keep your vacation fresh for years to come. So I don't think this is like personalized. I don't think it's footage of actual people, like the specific people who went on the cruise or anything. It's not like they hired videographers for each party, but apparently it is like specific to a particular voyage on this cruise line from 1997. So let's get it popping, and I'll try and figure out a mute hotkey for when I need to cough. Oh. Seal campaign. What's that about? Royal Caribbean cruise memories. Here we go. And good morning, everyone who's coming in. Yeah, it was rewound, mostly. Thank you. I am... Haley's still in the thick of it. I'm feeling quite a bit better. This looks unique enough to record. Hold on. Well, actually, let me get the audio levels right here. That's too loud. Is that still too loud? How's this looking? That still seems loud. -10. How's that? How are we feeling about the audio here? Good enough. Okay, I'm just rewinding this so I can record it and upload it separately. Excellent, thanks. Noah, did you get sick at all, Noah? I'm feeling better on the tail end. Oh, well, fingers crossed for me. Look at all these 1997 people. Looks like this is just going to be a montage of silent clips set to really, really late 90s music, which I love. I'm still alive, thank you. Yeah, I don't know if they'd still do banana breast game. It's not fat enough. Thank you, thank you. I'm feeling well enough to sit in front of a computer, which is a change. So I suppose they just had like a camera crew running around the ship, and then they produce the tape on board and get it ready to sell. I don't know if they sell it to you before you disembark or if they advertise it to you by mail afterwards. We don't like moldy tapes here. Tell Overture, the most quintessential basketball song. Transition. Ooh, the captain's cocktail party. What an exclusive affair. Oh, speaking of sales pitch for a timeshare, we do have one timeshare sales pitch tape. The Marriott Grand Ocean Resort tape. Apparently Marriott was into timeshares back in the day. Oh, they got a Johnny Rockets Ocean. What was that giant ball? Was that Granfalloon from Castlevania Symphony of the Night? There it is again. This kind of... Hey, Chaz, good to see you. I'm on the mend. Ooh, gotta get the funky bagpipes in there. I actually do like the funky bagpipes quite a lot. Do we have to do the thing every time where when we look at an old tape and there's an old person in it, we go, oh, they're dead now? Do we have to? Or did you mean he was gone in the sense of, like, he's having a good time? Oh, okay, right, sorry. Mute button, fuck. Found it. Yeah. You can only take so much nip, man. Also, how you doing, Brandon? Hope you're back from Thanksgiving no worse for wear. Come on into this hot tub I'm hogging the entirety of. You still want this Reese's cup? It probably doesn't have infection on it. Yeah, I'm feeling better today. It's been a very gradual process, but I'm getting there. I also really like this music. I wonder where they got it. Maybe it'll get content ID'd when I upload it. Man and Mickey Muffet. Bella Bunny, good morning. I haven't been to the post office yet because I've been sick, but I've got several shipments that I think are ready to pick up, and I'm really excited to catalog them. Be able to watch them next time. Church. It's the most non-denominational chapel I've ever seen. Legacy. What else I got? Ah, only get a 2-second clip of the arcade. The Island Grill again. Yeah, that's our second shot of Johnny Rockets too. This is Royal Caribbean Cruise Memories. This is like a tape you could buy after you went on the cruise. It was footage of your voyage spliced together. Yeah, it's a great time for old people. My mom and my aunt went on a few cruises together. My mom won as sales incentives for her sewing machine store. And they just had the time of their lives. Morning, Dishnet. Thank you. Thank you. I am feeling much better today than the entirety of last week. Better every day. Ooh, 90s rave. Ships nowadays are like 3 times as big as this too. Show us all the human waste that you dump into coral reefs. Slow, so you know it's dangerous. I love the idea of horses in the tube. Yeah, and there's all the clips are silent, so it's just a clean recording of all the video, all the sounds. Or VHS quality. Farewell waves. Oh, Capitan. You didn't tip me. I'm very poorly paid. Morning, Dan. Zamboni boys. Cruise director Ken Rush. Well, we did it. That was 20 minutes of Royal Caribbean cruise memories. Hope you enjoyed. That was a good one to start with. Just zoning out to the music and everything. Okay. So let's see. I mentioned, where was it? This is the other one I mentioned. Marriott's Grand Ocean Resort at Hilton Head Island. I picked this up and just thought it was a promotional tape for a hotel, but it's actually from Marriott Vacation Ownership. Marriott Vacation Ownership makes all the difference in the world. Luxurious surroundings, dependable service. Marriott Ownership Resort. So it was like, yeah. This promotional device is being used for the purpose of soliciting the sale of vacation timesharing plans. So, timeshare Marriott tape. Oh, it looks very short, too. Yeah. That's very short. Do we want jets or do we want timeshare? That's my question. Yeah, timesharing schemes were huge in the 90s. Okay, let's timeshare. Let's buy a timeshare, and then we'll watch jets. Oh, lots of people want jets. Well, I'll tell you what, I have jets right in front of me. I have to go get timeshares. So let's watch jets. Jets is only 30 minutes, and then we can timeshare. Fast Jets. Copyright 1990, Command Vision Limited. An unforgettable experience of the world's top jets going through their paces. Who's excited for jets? Let's do it. Thank you all for coming to my private home. This behind me, my private home. You right here, adjacent to my private home. And fast jets.
Fast jets are the most exciting aircraft in the sky, and this is the most exciting of all the fast jets. Popularly called the Blackbird, the Lockheed SR-71 was at one time a top-secret reconnaissance aircraft which flew so fast and so high that nobody could shoot it down. First flown in December 1964, it served the U.S. Air Force until the end of 1989. With a shape like nothing else in the sky, it could cover a mile in just over a second and a half. Flying at heights of up to 16 miles above the ground, a single SR could photograph 80,000 square miles of territory in an hour, probably without anyone on the ground knowing it was being done.
I do love how they're fast jets specifically.
The two huge Pratt & Whitney engines gulped fuel rapidly, so on many missions, the Blackbird had to slow down, come downstairs, and formate carefully behind a tanker, in this case, a KC-10. It had to be a special tanker, carrying special fuel, called JP-7.
Oh, if only Paul were here.
The boom operator aboard the tanker had the sole responsibility of driving his pivoted boom into the SR-71's receptacle.
Yeah, baby. Drive that pivoted boom into the receptacle.
How much fuel? We'd like 12,000 gallons, please, and you might wipe our heat-resistant, bird-proof windshields.
Yeah, there's no credits on the box. But we'll probably
The
have a
landing
voiceover
might
credit
be half a world away, probably in California, or Okinawa, or, as in this case, Mildenhall in England. Aircraft enthusiasts everywhere will miss the jagged black monsters. Another world beater that has been around a long time is the General Dynamics F-111, popularly called the Aardvark because of its long nose. The F-111 first flew just one day ahead of the SR-71 on December 21, 1964.
Now this is discovering
England. It was planned as a fighter, but entered USAF service as the world's best all-weather tactical bomber. Even today, this F-111F, taxiing out from its bomb-proof shelter at Lakenheath, England, can fly precision attack missions over long ranges in all weather that few other aircraft could accomplish. The 111 was the first aircraft in service with pivoted swing wings. These are spread out to a wide span for a heavily laden takeoff. Long flames from the TF-30 engines thrust it down the runway, and when throttled back, provide economical propulsion for anything up to 2,900 miles. In this aircraft, pilot and navigator sit side by side. The right-seater manages a mass of electronic displays and navigation, weapon, and electronic warfare controls, leaving the pilot to drive the 50 tons of supersonic metal.
E-warfare, if you
This
will.
F version has a pave-tack pod recessed into its belly to provide infrared pictures of the ground and accurate laser ranging to the target. The pave-tack screen looks the same day or night, or even in fog, so the bomb can always be put on the target. Then the pave-tack pod is retracted back inside. Its laser can illuminate targets for the paveway missiles carried under the wings. These are really laser-guided bombs with pinpoint accuracy. The USAF has about 380 111s, and they are being progressively upgraded with new equipment to keep them on the top line. One of the smallest of the fast jets is the Jaguar, a neat little bird with stocky legs to give plenty of ground clearance even with huge tanks or bombs underneath. Britain and France collaborated to build 573 for various customers. These three are seen on takeoff from Lancashire on their delivery flight to Oman in the Persian Gulf. Each has two tiny afterburning turbofan engines, which give really economical and reliable power over the most arduous missions. As for those long legs, the landing gears have to be not only long, but also strong and well sprung to withstand takeoffs from rough strips. In any war, an aircraft parked on an airfield will vanish on day one, so it helps to be able to take off from any bit of open country. The Jaguar's primary missions are low-level tactical attack and reconnaissance, but customers can have over-wing pylons for air-to-air missiles, such as this red-painted Magic. RAF Jaguars have done well in red flag exercises in the USA, proving to be very tough and elusive. One American fighter pilot trying to intercept Jaguars said, "These boys really shave the rocks. Their tactics are good, very good." In the chisel-like nose is a laser for giving precise target range, which is vital in putting ordinary iron bombs accurately on the target, and the tiny Jaguar can carry nearly 5 tons of bombs. And how about this? The first Jaguar to land on a stretch of British highway and then take off again.
Yeah, we could do some quite a lot of war with these. How much do they cost?
RAF Jaguar pilots train in Welsh or Scottish valleys, keeping low. The HUD, the head-up display, provides the guidance the pilot needs as he threads his way over the ground at nearly the speed of sound. Whereas the Jaguar is half French, this white-painted prototype is wholly French. It is the Dassault Breguet Super Mirage 4000. Powered by 2 afterburning engines, each 3 times as powerful as the engines of the Jaguar, the Mirage 4000 never went into production, despite having an impressive performance. Crowds at air displays thrilled to hear the bellow of its M53 engines and see its maneuvers, helped by almost 800 square feet of delta-shaped wing and canard foreplanes. Under that broad wing could be hung various loads, including 6 dogfight missiles or 4 long-range air-to-air missiles, and 2 30mm guns were installed in the fuselage. Here, it formates on the slow photographic aircraft, with its full span leading edge flaps open.
Jesus, that's a lot of...
In the ground attack role, the 4000 could carry the beluga dispenser for scattering bomblets.
That can kill so many people. Oh my God.
Or it could carry Durandal anti-runway weapons, which slow down under a parachute and then are slammed into the runway by a rocket, exploding under the paving to cause a huge crater. The Super Mirage 4000 was almost the only example in the modern world of a costly warplane paid for almost entirely by its manufacturer. In contrast, this is the Harrier II, certainly the world's most survivable warplane, because it need never be caught and destroyed on an airfield. This second-generation jump jet is seen here loaded with 7 BL-755 cluster bombs, each of which can blanket a huge area with high explosive. Compared with the original Harrier, this new version can fly twice as far or carry double the warload. Apart from this, it has a new cockpit and totally upgraded avionics, making the aircraft easier and safer to fly and far better able to deliver ordnance accurately in all weathers. Today, special night attack versions are also in production. Here, a Harrier II comes in for a rolling landing. Eventually, most air forces will realize that without jet lift, no warplane can survive in actual warfare. The RAF has been operating the original Harrier since 1969. Since then, about 1 million rockets have been fired by Harriers against ground targets, though these are relatively primitive aircraft calling for a high degree of pilot
This
skill
was released in
and unable to
1990,
fly except in visual day
which was a
conditions.
year before the invasion of Iraq.
The Harrier GR3 does, however, have a laser ranger in a thimble-shaped nose, which assists in accurate delivery
But yeah,
of
like
all
very
kinds of
adjacent to the
ordnance
Gulf
against
War.
ground targets. In 1975, this first-generation Harrier was developed into the Sea Harrier, a much more versatile and better-equipped machine, seen here making ski jump takeoffs from a ship of the Invincible type. Sea Harriers proved their worth in the Falklands campaign, where they demonstrated their capability in the fighter reconnaissance and ground attack roles. Sea Eagle is the bigger weapon normally carried. It can knock out a ship, even one as big as this obsolete County-class cruiser. In the attack role, a more common weapon is the BL-755 cluster dispenser.
Cluster munitions, everyone's favorite. Oh, fun.
One of the few aircraft designed to be equally good at both the fighter and the attack mission, the McDonnell Douglas FA-18 Hornet has been sold to
Yeah, the
many
Falklands War
countries,
is
despite the fact
pretty
that it
insane
was
bit of
designed
history.
to fly from aircraft carriers. Steam catapults brutally fling the Hornet off the bows perhaps 6 times a day. A beautiful aircraft to fly, the Hornet was developed from a Northrop lightweight fighter intended for use from airfields. It pioneered modern cockpits, in which traditional dial instruments are almost completely replaced by 3 giant color
Listen, we can
electronic
switch to
displays.
seal tape at any time.
Above the nose is a 20mm gun, and external racks are provided for various weapons, including large radar-guided air-to-air missiles. The aircraft's radar is so good that although designed more than 10 years ago, it is being forcibly proposed by Germany for the European fighter aircraft for the next century. On top of all that, the Hornet is as agile as they come. In contrast, The Grumman F-14A Tomcat is a heavyweight, the backbone of the air defense of the U.S. Navy's giant carriers since 1974. From the start, it has been a belt and braces aircraft with 2 engines, 2 crew, swing wings, a gun, and no fewer than 3 classes of air-to-air missile. Powered by 2 TF-30 engines related to those of the F-111, the Tomcat suffered various problems. But today's F-14A Plus and F-14D with General Electric engines not only has greater reliability and safety, but considerably enhanced performance. F-14 pilots periodically go to Miramar or similar U.S. Navy stations where Top Gun instructors hone their skills to razor sharpness. The big F-14s are pitted against F-5,
cute little seals.
F-4, Kafir, or F-16N opponents, which use every trick in the book to make life hard for the pupil crew, no matter what their rank or experience. Out on the range at China Lake or Point Mugu, the Tomcat can fire its huge Phoenix missiles, the West's only AAM able to intercept hostile targets from a range of over 100 miles. Each AIM-54 Phoenix costs over $1 million, but is worth it if it means a kill every time, and from such a distance. Back at the home carrier, the Tomcat slams onto the deck and hopes to pick up the 3rd of the ship's arrestor wires to be brought to a shuddering halt. Even seen in slow motion, the typical carrier landing is visible torture to the aircraft. No wonder Grumman is known as the Ironworks, because their aircraft never break. Newest French fighter is the Dassault Rafale, a name which means squall or hurricane. Powered by 2 new M88 afterburning turbofans, the Rafale is packed with the latest fighter technology and has the fashionable configuration of a giant delta wing and canard foreplanes. It is being developed in 2 forms, the Rafale D and Rafale M. The D will be a 2-seat multi-role land-based fighter, 250 of which are needed by the French Air Force. The M will be a single-seat carrier-based fighter, 86 of which are wanted by the French Navy.
Thank you for the French fries.
Like all modern dogfighters, the Rafale can have engine thrust greater than the clean gross weight, and it carries various missiles as well as a gun. By March 1989, the prototype had made 92 practice approaches to French aircraft carriers, though, of course, with no arrestor hook, it could not land. But the French Navy may need to buy Hornets to tide them over until Rafales are available in late 1998. This is the EAP, a British prototype which is assisting the development of the European fighter aircraft. First flown in August 1986, the EAP is powered by 2 RB-199 engines, and here has all the features of a modern fighter designed for close combat, apart from armament. Its huge wing, with an area of 560 square feet, combines with canards and brute engine thrust to give unsurpassed maneuverability, and also extremely short takeoff. The program for the eventual EFA has been clouded by shoestring funding, delays, and disagreements between the partners, which are Britain, West Germany, Italy, and Spain. There is even a suggestion that the thaw in the Cold War may result in the project's cancellation. But EAP remains a vital research and training tool for use should EFA actually go ahead.
I needed a fluid ejection brake. Oh, Jepson's here. Hi, Jepson. How's Philadelphia? I'm sick.
One program that was never troubled by arguments or indecision is the General Dynamics F-16 Fighting Falcon, of which more than 4,000 have been ordered. All over the Western world, if you asked a fighter pilot what he would like to fly, the chances are he would say F-16. You program the displays, open the throttle to the mighty engine, and simply leap into the sky.
Morning, Trill.
Once airborne, you have the most agile thing in creation. Lying back in a reclining seat under a canopy like a giant goldfish bowl, you can see everywhere. And if you really feel up to it, you can slam into a sustained 9G turn, something no Western fighter could do previously. The one shortcoming of the F-16 was the lack of a long-range missile, but that is rectified by the new AMRAAM now coming into service. The F-16 pilot merely sets up his HUD for the air-to-air mode and puts the Pipper, the aiming mark, on the target. Then he virtually cannot miss. Head-on, the F-16 has a mean shot-like look, and it's curtains for any of the bad guys who get such a view, because they'll never escape.
Thanks, Missing No.
The F-16 is also one of the world's best ground attack aircraft. Early versions could only fly this mission if the pilot could see the target. But since 1986, extra equipment called Lantern has allowed precision attacks to be made at night or in bad weather. The avionics warn the pilot not to make a turn towards high ground.
Thomas.
They tell him to pull up when he gets too low. The pilot can even see an infrared image of targets as small as a tank.
It's Saturday, right? I've lost track of time.
One advantage the F-16 had over a rival was that its engine was the same as that of the F-15 Eagle. The difference being that the mighty F-15 has two.
Thomas, if you stick around, we can watch Tobor.
Thrust, even the weighty Eagle fairly leaps into the sky. And if it is lightly loaded, it can climb straight up and stay that way until it is out of sight.
Well, I hope you have a fun time.
The F-15 was not designed
Come
just
back
to
sometime so
thrill
we can watch
airshow
Tobor.
crowds. It was originally designed in 1970 to beat the Soviet MiG-25 Foxbat, and since then it has been undisputed king of the U.S. Air Force. Despite being a large aircraft, the F-15 is agile, and the nimble F-5 Tigers of the aggressor training schools find them very hard to beat, which is as it should be.
Oh my God. Okay. We're like 5 minutes away from the end of Fast Jets. I'll go get Tobor.
Eagle 1, check 6. The other bandit coming in from the south. 1, break down and left. Bandit, you're 6. Eagle 2, engaging the F5, coming off Eagle 1. Snapshot, F5, right? 2 flights going up, and I'm going for gun. Snapshot, F5, right turn. 2, come off the left. My man's coming up after you. You're coming left. Second kill, F5, right?
Here, an F-15
I
fires
put this
one
one
of
in the
new
children's
AMRAAM
category
fire and forget missiles,
based on the box art,
which are
but
now
I don't
being
know.
issued to F-15 squadrons around the world.
I don't know about that, actually.
Today, McDonnell Douglas is flying the SMTD, meaning Stall and Maneuvering Technology Demonstrator, an F-15 with
it's
vectored
Bedfordshire.
engine nozzles and canard foreplanes, giving it shorter field length and even greater in-flight agility. The F-15E two-seat all-weather attack fighter is another new version. The RAF's counterpart is the Tornado F-3, but this is a very different animal. The interceptor version of the Tornado multi-role attack aircraft. Instead of having huge and thirsty engines, the F-3 has quite small power plants, giving it the economy to fly from Britain to somewhere like Iceland if necessary, even in a blizzard or at night, to investigate unidentified air prowlers. Again, like the F-14 and the F-4, the crews sit one behind the other. The backseater manages 3 multifunction electronic displays, though the pilot also has a display on which he can see various pictures, the most notable created by the radar. The main armament comprises 4 big radar-guided missiles, either Sparrows or Sky Flashes, recessed under the Tornado's broad belly. With wings folded back, the Tornado can make a dash at Mach 2.2, but with them spread out to the maximum wingspan, the heavy aircraft can fly slowly and operate from very short airstrips.
God, this is making my head hurt right now.
This is the attack version of Tornado. It is shorter and looks
I do not want to
chunkier.
be spun around at 9 Gs right now.
Each of the various customers has adopted
Bad things to
particular
my
weapon
sinuses.
fits for their own particular missions. The West German Luftwaffe used the incredible MW1 dispenser, which can pump out up to 4,704 deadly bomblets in a single pass.
Jesus.
5 kinds of bomblet can be loaded for quite
Cute
different
little
purposes.
bomblets. I'm good, Haley. I had some
In
time on
contrast,
it.
the West German Marine Flieger, the naval air arm, used the heavy Cormoran-guided missile against ships. The RAF fly Tornadoes along training routes down the valleys even faster than Harriers or Jaguars. They hug the ground to practice keeping under hostile radars, and in war, the crews would have to be able to do this even at night or in bad weather. Thanks to its swing wings, which can be tucked in beside the body, Tornado gives its crews a much smoother ride at low level than any aircraft with fixed wings.
Comes through the ground.
Occasionally, Tornado crews fly up to Luce Bay in southern Scotland to practice aiming live iron bombs against a target on a tiny island. Usually, the bombs are 1,000-pounders, and almost always, the crew gets a direct hit.
They're just blowing up sheep.
Today's fast jets are bad news for the opposition.
Hawk Creek, Furnace Minish, thank you for the follows. Yeah. Boy. I'm glad I'm not the opposition. Whew. That was Fast Jets. Yeah, I was expecting something a little more like Hardhead Harry-ish. It's just like, these jets are fast. They build them with screws. There was a surprising amount of emphasis not just on how fast the jets were, but on how deadly they are. I'm glad we, like, I don't know, I feel like we as a society are a little more inculcated against military-industrial complex messaging, and we're at least able to, like, we're aware that, like, yeah, human lives are being taken by these things in a way that when you're a kid and you watch this kind of tape, you're like, it doesn't occur to you. Okay, fun times. Let's clear the tape and let's find at the very end, because the first 100 or so of these tapes are ones that I got at the thrift store, and then we have Josh E.D.'s contribution of Make My Milk and T.S. Jante's contribution of Tobor the Eighth Man, Gold Drinker. Everyone else who sent in tapes, I'll be getting them soon and adding them to this list. Tobor the Eighth Man. Also, hi, Rebecca. Tobor the Eighth Man is a low-budget, like, compilation tape of someone who got the rights to this, maybe anime? I don't know. I have no idea what this is. They were also publishing Daffy Duck and Casper the Friendly Ghost. I have no idea what Tobor is. And the label is, like, totally faded. So let's find out. Oh. Let's find out. Tobor time. I don't even know if this is color. Deck. Tracking time. This is a late 90s VCR, so I think it does that for me. Oh yeah, it's black and white. Excellent.
There's a prehistoric monster who came from outer space, created by the Martians to destroy the human race. The FBI is helpless, it's 20 stories tall. What can we do? Who can we call? Call Tobor, the Eighth Man. Call Tobor, the Eighth Man.
Oh, this is wonderful.
Faster than a rocket, swifter than a jet. He's a mighty robot. He's the one to get. Call Tobor, the Eighth Man. Quick, call Tobor, the mightiest robot of them all.
He is just Clark Kent.
Eighth Man. One of my strangest cases was when I met Gold Shrinker and the Numbers Gang.
Numbers Gang.
Hey, what happened? I thought I heard something.
Better have a look. Could have been a mouse. Don't see anything yet. Easy now. Good thing I know my way around. Making those signs oriental sure doesn't help find your way.
Wow.
Let's take a look in the gold statue room. See how my friends are. Ah, the friendly one looks fine. The quiet lady. Boy, there's a first baseman for you. Hey, what happened? The golden Buddha. It's gone. It's gone. Gone.
At Metro International, Chief Thumbs paces back and forth. Golden treasures have been disappearing, and his mind works furiously to find a solution.
Oh, they are bold, stealing all that gold. Oh, no, what a time for poetry. How do they do it? Those tremendous golden statues, they weigh tons. Oh, this is a problem that could drive me out of my mind. What's worse, it can drive me out of my job. Those are national treasures that are disappearing, collected from all over the Orient. All right, men, on the double, let's go. Get out there and search. Get to your cars, on the double. They can't just hide a whole collection of 2-ton gold statues. You get going in all directions. Bring me some clues. Go!
Yeah, this is basically ghost stories from the 50s, huh?
Just outside the city, 2 guards patrol the grounds outside the House of Oriental Art, another museum famous for its golden Far Eastern treasures. Ready, so they think, for anything. Checking the huge doors of the museum, they pass the authentic Oriental sign. But strange eyes are watching them. Looking over the fence are 2 members of the dreaded Numbers Gang, wearing the uniform of the gang. Hood masks with huge numbers on the forehead.
Sup-up-up, scups, spup-up, sus. Sub-silver-dubs. Nice.
Something's got to be done.
Do they mention the robberies in that newspaper?
In headlines, Jenny.
I'll bet the people
This
of those
newspaper's
Oriental
Oriental,
countries
so
are
I can't
upset.
read
Well,
it.
they have a right to be. After all, they sent us those golden statues to be displayed in our museums, not stolen.
There'll be an international scandal if we don't solve these crimes pretty soon.
Wrong number. Urgent.
Aha, I get the message. I have to go out.
Can't we go with you? You have a date, haven't you?
I guess you could call it that, Jenny. I'll see you both later. You keep an eye on things around here while I'm gone.
No clues, Chief.
Is that all you men can ever say? No clues? I'm tired of hearing you say that. I'm tired of hearing about nothing but failures. You hear?
I'm sick of excuses. Where's that 8th man?
You should relax. You look like you're just about to blow up.
8th man, you showed up. How can I relax with all this trouble I'm in?
You mean the disappearing gold, right?
Yes, I mean that exactly. And it's not funny.
I'm sorry, Chief, but you should have seen your own face. It was downright purple.
You
Of
looked
course,
like
I
a
understand how
dumbass.
serious the situation is, Chief Thumbs.
I'm puzzled, I tell you. The only clue is a hissing or zapping sound my men tell me the victims report hearing. It's fantastic, 8th man.
A sound, you say?
Yes, a hiss or a zap.
That could be a new kind of ray gun.
Anyone
Thank you for
there?
that, Bella Bunny.
Come
You
in.
made the right call.
If Mr. Tobor is in, I would like to see him. Mr. Tobor isn't in right now. I'm his assistant, Miss, Call me Lily. Miss Lily? You can rely on me to handle the job. Oh, Skip. Just go ahead and tell me your problems, Lily. You can count on Skip. All right, and thank you, Skip. My parents went abroad, and I've been staying alone at our estate in the country. The only other person there is our faithful old butler, Graybar. Well, the other night I had settled down comfortably in bed
I assume
and was just about ready to
those
drift
two
off
kids
to
are his
sleep
teen wards.
when I heard a sound outside. I sat up, got out of bed, and went to peek out the window under the shade. Suddenly, I saw a man. He disappeared into a statue. I was terrified. I told Graybar about it the next morning, and he said it must have been a dream. Just a dream. Oh, but I'm so frightened. You just don't worry about a thing, Lily. I'll help you.
What are you saying? What can you do, Skip?
I can go out there and look for clues. Investigator Skip Pepper on the job. No, Skip.
Pepper? Skip
Wait.
Pepper?
You mind the office.
Welcome, young friend.
I must help Lily. Gosh, she's pretty. Well, let's see. No clues there. I'll take a closer look. Nothing suspicious. I'll examine everything. Tobor always seems to find clues with this glass. Wonder if it's working. Any luck? My investigation indicates that there are no clues here. Let's continue searching the house. I'd better discover something pretty soon or Lily will think I'm just bragging about being a detective. Wait, maybe in this room. Here goes. Don't see anything too unusual in here. Maybe she did just have a dream. Oh!
Commercial break.
Man.
I want some vintage laundry detergent ads or something like that.
I wish Skip or Tobor would call. Gone all this time.
Inconsiderate males.
Hi, Jenny.
Oh, Mr. Tobor.
Inconsiderate
Skip went out on a
males.
case and he's been gone the longest time.
I'll have to go right out and find him. Jenny told me about Lily's visit and her strange experience, and about Skip Pepper's volunteering to take the case on his own. I realized that Skip could be in serious trouble and went to the estate. Hello? Is anyone home? My name is Tobor.
Well?
I believe my young assistant, Skip Pepper, is visiting here, sir.
He left several hours ago. I'm very sorry.
Well, then,
More
may I speak with
inconsiderate
Miss Lily,
males.
please?
Excellent.
She's gone to bed. Good night.
Well, that's an impolite fellow. Something peculiar here. Skip could be in serious trouble in there. It's time for Eighth Man. Car coming. Better hide.
It's 3 men.
One of the numbers gang driving. I'd better help myself to a mask and join them. Here goes.
Okay, come on. Let's get a look at that gold. We're wasting a lot of time.
Is that Columbo?
I assumed the role of a member of the numbers gang and escorted the stranger into the hideout. I wonder what kind of a trap I'm walking into, but I must go on for Skip's sake. The numbers gang. Interpol broke them up once. They must have a new leader.
What's keeping Mr. Crime Buyer? He should have been
Oh,
here
no.
by now. Number 8. Go and check. Never mind, here they are. Greetings, Mr. Crime Buyer. Welcome to my headquarters, my good friend. I hope you are prepared to do business without further
Is
formalities.
his name Mr.
Are you?
Crime Buyer?
My ship is waiting for the signal to deliver the money and pick up the loot. Do you have it?
That is
Of
Columbo.
course. Signal your boat.
Not quite so fast. This isn't a game. Show me the stuff.
All right, my suspicious friend. You want to see the golden treasures? Look right over there. Look. In that cabinet rests the golden wealth of the entire Orient. Feast your eyes on the beauty.
So he is the gold thief, but all the statues are so small. How?
Hey, what kind of fool you take me for? Trying to sell those toys to me, huh?
You must have heard that they call me Gold Shrinker. Well, let me show you why. With my invention, the molecule modulator, I can change the size of golden objects at will. Watch. Set for enlarging. Now. There it is. Satisfied?
It's astounding. Unbelievable.
So that's how they carried away those huge treasures. And that strange gun made the zapping noise.
Are you convinced? With the molecule modulator, I call it the MM gun, I can reduce any gold object to the size of a peanut and enlarge it back to normal at will. Imagine what the MM gun would do to the gold in Fort Knox. I'm planning my next job right there. Can Intercrime raise the money to buy that kind of a haul? Oh, don't look surprised. I know you represent Intercrime.
Intercrime will buy as much gold as you can steal. You produce it, we'll buy it.
The polar opposite of Interpol.
My ship should be offshore now. Get ready to deliver the goods.
We should get word from my lookout any moment now. Meanwhile, I have a small problem to take care of. I have a nosy kid from Detective Tobor's office locked up with Lily. They'll be eliminated.
So Skip and Lily are prisoners here. I must act.
Now, as for those prisoners, what is it for? Oh, the ship is offshore. Very good. Thank you for. All right, men. The ship's here. You know what to do. Get to work. And hurry up about it.
You've got to get rid of those prisoners, Gold Shrinker, immediately.
You're absolutely right, crime buyer.
Kill the children.
I'll take care of it without any delay. I'll need some help. One of you men, come with me.
I'll come, boss.
Number 3, you answered me. All right, since you spoke up, come along.
Yes, sir, Gold Shrinker, glad to.
Let's get moving.
The hoodlums stared at me. Did they know who I was?
All right, here we are. Let's open the door. Our little pigeons are tied up right in there, number 3. And since you are so anxious to help, go on in there and bring them out.
Yes, sir.
That's just fine. My talkative volunteer. Just fine. You're trapped, spy.
The door closed.
I knew you were a spy the minute you opened your big mouth, you fool. Didn't you notice that mine never speak? You put your foot in your mouth that time. Did you seriously think you could get away with spying on the genius that invented the molecule modulator? Fool! No one has a chance against a mind of my diabolical cunning. Have some hypnotic gas for a nice rest.
Yes!
Oh no, Tobor.
8 man.
All right, you men. Take the 3 of them through the cave to the boat. Go out to sea a couple of miles and throw them over.
Yeah, is that number 110 or is that binary?
I've waited long enough. It's time to take action.
He could have done that at any time.
I decided to take Skip and Lily to a safe place and then capture the entire gang and the gold.
Well, how's he gonna do that?
The loot's all in this case, men. I'll take it to shore. Hey, what? Who?
I am 8th man, and I'll keep this case. You won't be needing it where you're going, Gold Shrinker, along with your mob.
Get that case back, men. Break that guy in half and get that case back. Now get going. All of you.
They can't stop him. Your men are being smashed to pieces. What'll we do?
Oh, no. I didn't take my energy booster capsule. I'm weakening. Must get energy boost.
He's weakening. He looks dizzy. Now I'll get him. Take that. He's done for.
Just a submachine gun.
I'm going to make sure he doesn't bother us again. We'll blow him sky high. Bring me plenty of dynamite. I'll make a fireworks display out of him. Hurry up! I'll teach him to spy on me. Hurry up with that dynamite. All right. Put it in position. There.
If I could get an energy capsule.
I think we're just about ready. In 3 minutes, that spy and this whole house will go up in a fiery explosion. Head for the motorboat. We have 3 minutes.
Gold Shrinker! Gold Shrinker! Gold Shrinker!
What number 4? Speak, you fool! I permit it.
Patrol boats!
Patrol boats. There's no choice. We have to escape by car. Get to the cars, men!
The cops are coming!
Energy boosters in my belt pocket. Can't move. Oh.
Try. You have to try. You just can't give up.
The fuse is creeping closer to the dynamite. I must reach my energy boosters.
There's cigarettes.
Another half an inch, and I'd have been blown up into 1,000,000 pieces. The mob headed that way.
Get moving, you fools. Into the cars. On the double. Move! Off any minute. Hurry! It's 8th man. How did you escape the dynamite? It's impossible.
Nothing is impossible when you face 8th man. Give up, Gold Shrinker.
Blast him.
I'm afraid your bullets were wasted. Now look what I've got, Gold Shrinker. Your molecule modulator. The game's up for you, Gold Shrinker.
My MM gun. What will you do with it?
I set it for enlarging. Then I shoot it at the treasure in your car and bring them back to their original huge size.
No, wait! Ah! 8th man, stop! Don't do it!
Oh my God, he's car bombing them.
Trapped by their own loot. Poetic justice.
You did it again, 8th man. You did it. You got every one of them.
There they are, trapped under the treasures they stole. The whole numbers gang.
Their legs broken.
Is the boss captured too?
They'll never walk again.
Look under this golden bell. Now, off with that mask. There he is.
It was the butler
Why,
the
that's
whole
Graybar,
time.
the butler.
I am not Graybar. I am Gold Shrinker.
That boy can sleep indefinitely.
I never would have suspected our butler Graybar, honestly. And that eighth man, if I could only find him to thank him for all he did.
I think you really owe your life to Skip here.
Yes, and I'm going to buy him whatever he wants, soon as he wakes up. That's a fine answer. Look, I think he heard me.
There's a prehistoric monster who came from outer space.
This was something.
Created by the Martians to destroy the human race. The FBI is helpless. It's 20 stories tall.
I think there's only one
Who
episode.
can we call? Call Tobor, the eighth man.
Oh, wait, we're 24 minutes in.
The eighth man.
This is a 30-minute tape, it says.
He's the mighty robot. He's the one to get. Call Tobor, the eighth man. Quick, call Tobor, the mightiest robot of them all.
Ooh. Yeah, I think that's it. That was a very abrupt ending. Boy. Thank you, Thomas. Everyone thank Thomas for sending in Tobor. That was the first viewer contribution to Golden VCR that we watched. And it was really something special. I really enjoyed that, like, weird time capsule of 1950s anime. Dubbed. Oh, boy. Ooh. How's everybody doing? Me? I'm alive. Toast Grandchild. Welcome. I haven't been to the post office yet, so I'm really excited to get down there because I've got not just your package, but several others that I'm really excited to add to the collection so we can watch next time. But I have not. I've been sick, so I haven't been down there yet. But I do have plenty of tapes to rewind, so I'm really looking forward to that tape rewinder. I appreciate it. Oh, hi. Oh my god, what is this? So instead of Christmas tree tinsel, we have... If you ever wanted to watch the puppy tape that got eaten, bad news. Haley has turned it into a beautiful garland. Oh my god, there's so much. Oh, Jesus. That's horrifying. How did you rip open the tape? Oh, you unscrew it. Okay. Yeah. Wow. Are you enjoying your craft project? Yeah. It's a very Oh, no. Oh, no. Haley is in pain. Yeah, we really liked Tobor.
Yeah, I found my grandma's crochet hooks that was I don't know how to crochet, but I can make a chain, and I found my grandma's crochet hooks, and I was like, oh, good. Anyway, I'm gonna keep working on this so our Christmas tree can be made.
Wonderful, wonderful. Yes, please lay down. Don't work too hard. Yeah, have you tried cigarettes? The Tobor cigarettes seemed like a good way to recover. Okay. Well, that was Tobor the Eighth Man. And what a tape it was. How would y'all feel about a quick look at the timeshare tape? You want to learn about the great opportunities in Marriott vacation ownership? It looks pretty short. Wait, they have this dude's picture on here, but they don't say who he is. Is that J.W. Marriott? I don't know. See you, Anise. Thanks for being here. Yeah, we could totally pool our money and get a timeshare. Okay, this looks mostly rewound. That label's peeling off. I think I'm just gonna rip it off so it doesn't get stuck in the VCR. So it's like, it's flapping. Yeah, this is a rare white tape. Also, Make My Milk is a white tape. We gotta do some like better time slots so Joshy D can join us sometime for Make My Milk. Here we go. Thank you, Jacebook. And glad to see you. Oh no, Joshy.
Welcome from Marriott, the world's premier hotel and vacation ownership host. And welcome from Marriott's Grand Ocean Resort, the exclusive luxury resort located on one of the most magnificent oceanfront properties on the eastern coastline, Hilton Head Island, South Carolina. Together in these next few moments, we'll explore Marriott's Grand Ocean Resort and the exceptional benefits of Marriott's vacation ownership program. Truly the #1 vacation ownership company in the world. You can be reassured in knowing that each vacation resort and hotel is backed by Marriott, a company that has a worldwide reputation for total support and dedication to its guest comfort and enjoyment. Over $9 billion in annual sales makes us one of the most successful family-oriented hospitality companies in the history of American business. That's why, for more than 60 years, the Marriott family has been making guests feel at home when they're away from home. With Marriott employees totally committed to your satisfaction, it's no surprise that Marriott Vacation Properties and Hotels have earned more 5-star quality awards than any other hospitality company in the world. What makes your exclusive Marriott vacation ownership a quality decision? Our luxurious villas are located in some of the most desirable vacation destinations in the world. You can take advantage of even greater vacation flexibility with our floating time, exclusive honored guest awards, membership in Interval International, floating check-in, and more. With Marriott, You'll be able to
Everything's
customize your
for you.
vacations and leisure experience into something new and exciting year after year.
I had no
It's
idea that
tailored
Marriott
to
was
any
getting into
stage of your
timeshares
life.
in the 90s.
This fabulous vacation
I didn't think that was
concept is
something that
designed to
legitimate
give you
hotel
maximum
brands did.
flexibility, but more importantly, total enjoyment. Plan your vacation for any week you wish within the season you purchase, or trade it for other vacation locations within our growing Marriott vacation system. You can also choose from over 1,100 resorts worldwide through the comprehensive Interval International program. Substantial discounts are available for travel packages, cruises, and auto rentals through this program. And remember, if you decide not to enjoy your vacation at a villa resort, Marriott offers the additional flexibility of trading for honored guest awards points, so you can vacation at a later date. Exciting
one in
Marriott
Hilton Head?
ownership
Yeah.
resorts vacation opportunities include Hilton Head Island, South Carolina, Orlando, Florida, Longboat Key, Florida, Loon Mountain, New Hampshire, Williamsburg, Virginia, Vail and Breckenridge, Colorado, Palm Desert, California, Park City, Utah, Paradise Island, Bahamas, Barbados, West Indies. With more to
There's
come.
a label on this tape that says this promotional
Marriott's
device is being
vacationing
used for
system
the
is so
purpose of
popular
soliciting the
that
sale
there
of
are over
vacation timesharing
53,000
plans.
owners.
Richard A.
Owners just like you.
Mecchiarello.
What a great way to meet
South
interesting
Carolina
people
broker
from
in
all
charge.
over the world. Enjoy your luxurious vacation villa featuring a master bedroom, guest room, a fully equipped kitchen, living room,
These are some
dining room,
great 90s
color
hotel rooms.
TVs, video player, and more. Many also include a fireplace and a washer-dryer. And because we've designed your vacation home away from home with your family's comfort and convenience in mind, you and your family will enjoy the benefits of being owners of an extraordinary vacation property, maintained for you
Color
by Marriott.
TV. You're
So
not
you can
limited to
say
black and white
goodbye to
pictures like
vacation home
Tobor.
maintenance and hello to more vacation time and fun. Situated on 17 acres of magnificent oceanfront property on America's eastern coastline, Marriott's Grand Ocean Resort offers luxurious accommodations with freshwater lagoons, lush tropical water gardens, and breathtaking ocean vistas at every turn. If you've ever dreamed of owning a beachfront villa at an exclusive premier vacation destination, Marriott's Grand Ocean Resort on beautifully preserved Hilton Head Island is that very special place. Here, where life's simple pleasures abound, Hilton Head's magic will reveal itself year after year.
This is
as
very
you
light
and
on
your
detail so
family
far.
escape to your exclusive villa with 12 miles of pristine Atlantic
It's
beaches
really,
at
it's
your
really going
doorstep.
hard on the sell and not
Look
really
for
talking
unique
about the details of the
wildflowers as you
scheme.
relax and stroll the beach or nature trails. You'll come to appreciate how the island continues to preserve its treasure trove of natural resources. Or choose to bathe in the warmth of semi-tropical sunshine as you enjoy the outdoor whirlpool spas or one of our 3 luxurious indoor and outdoor swimming pools. This is truly your vacation escape, where deep-sea
Doesn't want a
fishing,
vacation with chest-haired
boating,
man.
and
Splash
oceanside
slam in the
adventures
pool.
forever beckon. You may also choose to explore nearby Harbor Town.
My impression of
Experience
Hilton
its
Head is that it's
picturesque
like
yacht basin,
fancier
elegant
Myrtle
restaurants,
Beach.
and enticing boutiques.
Like richer people go to Hilton Head.
Grand Ocean Resort owners
But I could
enjoy
be wrong.
tennis
It could just be
facilities featuring lighted hard-true tennis courts
Location.
and an on-site instructional program by tennis pros from the renowned Vandermeer Tennis University. Hilton Head Island
They got
abounds
tennis.
with
Come on.
19 championship golf
Only rich
courses.
people play tennis.
As an owner, exclusive optional golf privileges are available to you. A third-floor crow's nest overlooking the ocean features light snacks and beverages, along with genuine Southern hospitality, another prevalent Grand Ocean Resort feature. Savoring the ocean view from your balcony, you'll see that Grand Ocean Resort exemplifies everything that's made Marriott the first name in vacation ownership. Your luxurious 2-bedroom, 2-bath villa includes a master suite complete with a whirlpool bath, a formal dining area and breakfast bar, a fully equipped kitchen with microwave, dishwasher, and elegant service for 8.
That does look
For your additional convenience,
just so
a
much like a
utility
90s
room
beach
complete
vacation.
with washer and dryer is
And
standard.
that brings
And all
me-
villas are furnished with a complete set of linens and towels.
We went to the
Additionally,
cheap
each villa is
condos
equipped with
in
3
Gulf
color
Shores.
televisions, including a big
The decor
screen
was
set
pretty
with its
similar.
own video cassette player to enhance your viewing pleasure.
Built-in VCR.
Marriott invites you to enjoy your own specially tailored getaway at Grand Ocean Resort on Hilton Head Island, South Carolina. New discoveries await you year after year in this exciting new world of vacation ownership possibilities. Remember, ownership here offers you a lifetime
it's
of
Chester
fun
Man again.
vacation memories at Grand Ocean Resort and many other great
He's so
vacation
bronzed.
locations around the world. When you become a Grand Ocean Resort vacation owner, you'll know what vacationing Marriott style is all about.
Well, now I feel disappointed because we didn't even get like a free dinner or anything. Or like tickets to a show. Man. That was it, I believe. Let's check the tape. I'm being asked by Stephen George about my audio setup. I did not turn ducking off. I believe ducking is still on. I might not have the mic close enough to my mouth. Yeah, that was an 8-minute tape. How about at least one more? You want to paint the lighthouse? That seems like a good show one. All right, we're painting the lighthouse. Let's do it. Golden VCR tape number 1. Painting the Lighthouse with Americana Acrylics by Norma Poulos. Patterns and complete instructions included. Hold on. Let's take a look at this. So in the case, we get the tape itself. DecoArt, Painting the Lighthouse, copyright 1992. And we get this little sheet. Oh my God. So, the lighthouse. So, here are all the paints you're going to need. And brushes. These are Norma's recommendations. And then, yeah, so we're getting, let's see here. We need a 16 by 20 canvas, Snow White, Georgia Clay, True Blue, Ebony Black, Midnight Green, Dark Chocolate, Boysenberry, Control Medium. We need a number 6 bristle fan brush, a couple of crookers, a mop, a flat, a synthetic round, a script liner, graphite paper. I don't know what any of these brushes are. Bob Ross never used these. What's a crooker, Mel? Oh, Mel doesn't know either. Okay, good. And then we got instructions for painting. The sky and the water, the dunes, adding shadows, buildings. Then we move on to the lighthouse. Oh, this is great. And then on the back here, we have Norma's original sketch for the lighthouse. This is what we're going to be painting. The Lighthouse by Norma Poulos. I'm excited for this one. Make sure I don't ruin this. Get it folded back up. And, yeah, let's try painting the lighthouse with Norma Poulos. Yeah, I could, if I weren't sick, I could scan this in multiple passes and composite it together and Photoshop it to a line drawing, and then people could digitally paint along. But I'm sick right now. You can freehand the lighthouse if you want to. Here we go. I don't know how long this is. It might be like 2 hours. Oh no, Haley, be sure to take drugs.
Funding for this program is provided by DecoArt of Stanford, Kentucky, manufacturers of liquid acrylic paints.
DecoArt Acrylics, I am testing audio ducking. You should probably be able to hear me. When I talk, the music goes down. Hopefully that's all right.
Hello, thank you for joining me. We're going to paint a beautiful lighthouse.
Oh my God,
today.
Norma.
We've got a lot of work to do, and we're going to have to work pretty rapidly, so let's go right onto the canvas
Norma.
and get started. Let's put out a puddle of Snow White.
A puddle.
Let's put out 2 puddles of Snow White.
She does have a beautiful accent.
To one, we're going to add Georgia clay.
It's I don't know where she's from.
To the other, we will add True Blue.
True Blue. It's like North Georgia or the Carolinas somewhere. It kind of reminds me of Thomas's
okay, and I'm going to
mother,
take my brush and do a little bit of mix.
who also has a beautiful accent.
In the adding. Okay, can you see I'm just going to dip the corner of my brush into the Georgia clay, pick up a little bit of water, thin the paint just a little. Oh, let me just show off. Here, use a spritz and do this. I want this paint a little bit thin, so I'm going to just thin it down before I start working with it. Georgia clay is sort of strong, so I want a soft, peachy look, so I'm adding a lot of white. I'm just
Georgia clay to Georgia peachy.
Tinning the clay. I think we have just about the consistency and the color that we want. So let's go to the palette now. This is the horizon area through here, and that's where we're going to start.
So we're painting the line drawing.
And what I'm going to try to do is, no, I'm not going to try. I am going to do it. I am not going to have any harsh edges except around my buildings as I paint upward into the sky. Can you see how I'm making some of the strokes higher than others? Paint sort of dripping off the brush. Now let me blot it a little bit.
It's probably because you've sprayed water on it.
A little bit higher than others. That keeps you from having a harsh edge to contend with, trying to blend it in a little bit later once we lay the blue in. Okay, let's move over to this side and let's continue on across.
Listen, I trust Norma.
Okay, now out in here we can just have a good time. We're not working around the buildings anymore, so we can just kind of put it on slap happily.
Sky and water. Use the number 12 bristle to fill in the bottom half of the sky with a mixture of Snow White and Georgia clay. Fill in the remainder of the sky with a mixture of Snow White and True Blue. Blend the edges between the mixtures.
Okay, now I'm going to go to another brush and go back to the palette.
Fill in the water with the blue sky mixture. Yeah, it tells you what paints to mix. It doesn't say anything about putting water in there.
Dip the brush into the blue and tint the white with the blue. Want your paint real workable. A little bit thinner than mayonnaise consistency. Okay, back to the palette. Let's fill in the sky now. Now I'm trying to stay away from the peach color, the Georgia clay. Can you figure why? Sure you can. I don't want to get it on my brush until I'm ready to do some blending. Because the two colors mixed together, one will sort of cancel the other, and we'll end up with sort of a nothing color, kind of a neutralized color.
Ma'am.
All right, I'm going to let the sky dry just a little bit before I blend the edges. So while that's drying, while the sky is drying, I can be working in the water. This is a span of water across here, and I can be filling it in.
For the water, just use plain water.
I'm being ever so careful not to get up into that peach color yet. You probably can't see it, but there's a little narrow
So the water is the same
outline
color
that
as
I've
the blue of the sky.
Okay, now pretend the buildings are not even there. We would go straight through and pick up the water on this side. And now I'm standing at an angle, and I can't tell too well, but I'm going to get in front of the canvas just a minute and see if my line's straight. Not quite. So I'm going to go on up a little bit higher here and hope that my colors won't bleed.
Let me see if I
We're
can
in business now.
this.
Now I'm going to take the fan brush and do a little blending in the sky. We'll start in the horizon. I go right on into the edges of the lighthouse. Right on into the edges of the buildings. Right on into the blue. And soften all of the edges down there.
Yeah, like Norma doesn't look too washed
If you think this area in here is a little bit too bright to suit you, I think ours is working pretty well. But when you paint it at home, if you think it's a little bit too bright, while you have the blue on your brush, just kind of skim across it, and it'll cut your intensity for you. It'll neutralize your color a little bit.
The
Okay,
list
I like
has
that. Let's blend
control
the water a
medium
little
in it.
bit.
Is control medium something? What does that do? Maybe she was
we
spritzing
are
control
ready to
medium
start some
into the
pretty
paint
work.
and not water.
We'll clean this blue off of this building. Okay. Easy cleanup with water, isn't it? That's one of the great things about acrylics. I love working with acrylics. And I especially love working with these liquid acrylics. And I especially love the price of liquid acrylics. They're so inexpensive. Okay, now let's fill in the dune. Go back to the big brush. And what am I using? I'm using the same mixture that we used in the horizon.
So it like keeps it from drying.
The very same mixture. Now I'm going to show you something that's so pretty I'm not going to be able to stand it.
Norma's
Let's
really
go
flying.
to a softer brush.
Oh, you're not going to be able to stand it.
Oh, what did I do with my softer brush? And let's get some boysenberry. We're going to mix it with the true blue. And we're going to lay some shadows in on this wet dune. Everywhere you would have grasses growing, you would have shadows, wouldn't you? Yes, you would. we're going to have little rows of grasses coming across here. And then I'm going to take my trusty little mop brush and do a little bit of blending.
I mean, is it drippy because it's liquid acrylic?
And remember, that's where we're going to put our grasses later.
I assume liquid acrylic is a different consistency than solid acrylic.
You think of
boysenberry, dark chocolate.
You think of dunes as being white, but they're not. They pick up all of the colors surrounding them. They pick up. They would pick up the sky colors, and the shadow color would be a little bit darker.
Note: shadows are darker.
And you are going to see a beautiful sight. Let's add a little more pink in a few places. A little more boysenberry. If we just had a white dune or an off-white and no shadows, you would have a blah painting. This is sort of like a snow painting. You've got to work your shadows. Okay, now we've about worked ourselves out of a place to work, so what we're going to do, the sky's dry, so we can't paint in the lighthouse yet. I mean wet. The dunes are wet, so we can't put the weeds in yet, but we can work on the water. I think I'll get out some ebony black and add it to my blue and go ahead and get some shadows and highlights in the water.
She's using the 1/2-inch crooker.
Let it move just a little bit.
So that's a crooker.
I'll darken it right here.
With a thin mixture of true blue and ebony black. Then we're going to highlight it with unthinned snow white.
Okay, we can get some highlights in too. Just using white for that. Okay, now I think we're getting dry enough in that area that we can start doing some of our fine, beautiful work over in there. So let's be safe and do the roof of the buildings first. Georgia clay, white,
gotta be safe.
Dark chocolate.
Start with the roof.
Let's do this one. Okay, now let's darken the top just a little bit with dark chocolate.
I mean, you may critique Norma's technique and methods, but, you know, pigment is getting onto the canvas.
Notice the angle of the strokes. That's so important.
It probably looks extra wet because of the lights glistening on it.
Let's
studio
darken
lights.
this one. Let's add a shadow underneath.
We don't need music because we have Norma's beautiful accent.
Dark chocolate. Another thing about these acrylic paints is they're non-toxic too.
You can eat them.
And if you get the paint on your hands and you inadvertently, you know, kind of, well, inadvertently, carelessly, get the paint in your mouth, or you get a little on your hands and you don't have your hands real good and clean, it won't hurt you. I know when we're teaching classes, we always have goodies to eat, paint on our hands, and we try to pick it up with a paper towel or a fingernail or something, but we always have donuts and a lot of good stuff. Okay, now I'm going to add white to that.
I mean, they do give the paints very appetizing names like boysenberry and dark chocolate.
But it won't hurt you.
I do want to know where Norma is from.
We do a lot of eating in our classes.
Oh, she did. She did work at
I am going to be daring.
PBS in the 80s and was hired by Bob Ross to produce a series of shows for public schools.
And I'm going to start the Lighthouse now. Use the purple mixture plus a little bit of dark chocolate. You want to go with me? Are you ready? That's our shadowed side. The light side would be our horizon mixture with a little bit more white. Our middle value would be the two mixed together.
Norma does have an official Instagram.
A little bit dark at the base. And I believe we have us a lighthouse.
She's from Forest Park, Georgia, apparently.
Hope it doesn't have any little ripples in it, but if it does, when you paint it, you can straighten them up. Put the dark mixture on the dark side, the light on the light. Blend the two together. This is going to be the windows. Might as well get those underpainted.
Oh, I found her obituary.
Let's get the top on it. Adding a little more white. Then we use the dark mixture for the dark.
She died in 2013 at the age of 83. Oh, she was born in Montgomery, Alabama, and lived in Georgia.
You would see a little bit of the underside through here. You would have window panes. I'm going to stop and put a little highlight right here because this is giving the
Yeah, I wonder if Norma would have shared your frustrations.
The top of the dome coming down this way, and it doesn't.
Maybe she was thinking the same thing.
At an angle, what you're seeing here is the underside. So we must fix that. I cannot stand it. There we go. All of these lines would go upward. All of these curves would go upward.
Yes.
Okay, let's start on some of the rails.
Do you want me to show this to camera or?
Yeah, the clown caption's very good.
And I'm using a small brush for this.
This is on Norma's Instagram.
Thin paint.
It's a clown. Haley says I need to read the clown caption. Okay. It reads, "All right, look. Norma loved clowns. I didn't. Every clown she ever painted haunted one nightmare or the other, but she liked them, so here's one of her best."
You'd see the underside.
What a beautiful tribute to Norma.
You would have some supports to hold it.
Oh, no.
Let's put them.
Oh, no.
Oh, that's
You okay?
a little bit crooked. Let's straighten that up. Put some supports up here. They got to be held some way, don't they? Okay, then you would have rails. Okay, let me tell you a common mistake that a lot of people make is they'll lean these two end rails, they'll lean them out this way because they feel like they're looking up on the lighthouse, but they have to be straight. They have to come straight down.
No perspective here.
Else people would fall right off, wouldn't they? And what I'm doing here is just sort of tidying up the edges a little bit. All right, let's get some highlights in the windows now. Okay, now the windows would be darker in one corner.
Haley's been refusing to take Mucinex for some reason. I think she took one. I think she took one earlier. She was commenting on how large they were, or how yellow they were.
I believe we about got it.
I've quite enjoyed the Mucinex.
All right, how about a doorway? Well, let's put the window here first, and then...
Oh, I wasn't...
Big, tall doorway
alive.
here and another window here. Got some windows on this building, too. Using a blue-gray for that.
This isn't looking bad.
You know the mixtures. Be your black, your blue.
Where are we here?
And white. Let's put some panes in there.
We're working on the buildings. Buildings. Use the half-inch crooker for each step.
Cross pieces.
First, fill in the roof with a slightly thin mixture of Georgia clay, Snow White, and a little dark chocolate.
Window frames.
Did that. While the roof is still wet, darken the top with dark chocolate.
Right.
Let the dark chocolate trickle downward. If the roof is dry, add control medium. If the roof is dry, add control medium to the brush to stretch the DC dark chocolate to give the blended effect.
Just take it right back off.
So that was the roof. Then add the shadow under the roof with the dark chocolate. Blend downward. Then fill in the house with a mixture of Snow White, dark chocolate plus
Okay,
plus
now
touch
let's start with some of the
Georgia
greenery.
clay.
That's what I have been dying to do.
Oh, sweet. So
Midnight
we did
green and dark chocolate.
the buildings, the lighthouse, the windows on the buildings. Now we're on to the grasses. The grasses are the last. So that's like the sky and the sand and the shadows on the sand and the buildings and more buildings.
You are going to love it so.
And then we're down here at grass. That's the end of section 2.
Using the fan brush. Let's see if
There's only the third
everything's
section
pretty well
remaining.
established, so we can go with this now.
What we're doing here,
Right up over the
grasses. Establish the grasses by pulling upward with the fan using a brush mixture, thin slightly if needed, of midnight green and dark chocolate.
on down the edges.
Add a few scattered weeds with the script capitalized and the same mixture. What the hell? The script liner is what that is. We're using a fan brush and a script liner.
And then go with our
I assume a script liner is a
rest
liner
here.
brush that
don't
you
want
use to
this too thick. You want to be able to see
write
through it
lettering with or something.
here and there. Got to leave a little sandy opening there to get in and out of that lighthouse too.
I mean, it's a challenge run. It's like people who make videos about, beating Dark Souls with only the broken, crappy sword and no level ups. Norma's just a challenge runner.
Few little scattered weeds here and there. Now notice on the end of the grassy row, what do? I just barely tap, and that way I get the soft, narrow effect, and the thicker weeds, the heavier weeds, are up on top of the dunes. Scatter a few here and there. Okay. Let's go to a smaller brush and add a fence right over in here just for a little interest. Now what are we going to have to do? Let's really dress it up and put some shadows from that fence. Look at that. Right across your dune. Right across your dune. Let's hook it together some way. Okay, a little highlight with the orange mixture. And we're just going to have some birds. We have no choice. Let's underpaint with blue, ebony black, a little bit of white, get a blue-gray. How about one here? Get a little bitty, kind of a little brush stroke to suggest a body there. Little bitty mustache birds over in the horizon area. Now, the closer to the water they are, the smaller they would be because the farther back in the distance they are. And just put a lot of them over in there. Ooh. Now, we're going to go back and highlight these birds, the big birds, with white. White goes on top of the wings.
Everyone go like Norma's Clown on Instagram.
Well, I like it and I love it. Let's emphasize the shadows underneath the buildings a little bit more. Push the roofs up just a little bit.
We got fence and shadows on dune. We got birds.
Darken this side of the building.
We're reinforcing shadow under building roofs if needed.
Now, one other thing I would love to do.
Is it add blue to bottom of roofs on buildings?
A little bit of blue on the edge of this building.
Oh, yeah. That's with the half-inch crooker. And then the last thing we do is spray the painting.
Okay, let's put a little bit here, and I believe that will do it for today. I've enjoyed being with you. I've enjoyed every minute. Bye-bye.
Oh, we don't get to watch Norma spray the painting with whatever DecoArt varnish in a can they use. Looks delicious. Norma's theme. Oh, I like Norma's theme.
To receive a full-color instructional book containing this painting and the last 7 paintings in this series, order Volume 8, Painting with Norma. Send $9.95 to Norma Poulos Publications, Volume 8, P.O. Box 1442, Forest Park, Georgia, 30051. Or call 1-800-36-TV-ART. Please have your card ready. Visa and MasterCard accepted. Allow up to 3 weeks for delivery.
Man, when's the last time anybody read their credit card number to someone over the phone? Yeah, and then waited 4 to 6 weeks. Oh, Norma. Thank you, Norma. We did it. We painted the lighthouse. I'm so glad. So we have now painted the lighthouse. We also have this other painting tape that we're not going to watch now. Folk Art One Stroke. Basic Fruits and Animals from Plaid. Featuring Donna Dewberry. A whole different Norma. That one's an hour. I don't know what Plaid is. Is that better than DecoArt? Who knows? Did we want to watch anything else today? There was some interest in both of these, The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe, and Beauty and the Beast Golden Book. This one's shorter. This one's only 20 minutes. We don't have the book, though. I'm feeling fine. I have to eat at some point, but I got more in me. But we could watch more Donut Man. I don't know if my throat could take the screaming right now. I know. I'm so sorry, Haley. You'll be through it soon. It gets better. Wait, does this include both Beauty and the Beast and the Silver Pony? What is this? Okay, let's watch Beauty and the Beast, shall we? This one's been rewound. This is copyright 1981. Just shove Norma's tape and sketch back in here. Okay. Beauty and the Beast, Golden Book, why not? This is not the Walt Disney Beauty and the Beast, so I'm happy to play it. It's quite a logo sequence. This isn't public. You're all Golden VCR friends.
once was a wealthy merchant who lost all the ships he owned in a terrible storm.
Turn this up again.
He was forced to move to a small house in the country with his 3 daughters. The merchant and his youngest daughter, Beauty, worked in the fields.
His 2 eldest daughters did nothing but complain.
One day a friend arrived from the city with news that some of the merchant's ships had washed up in a nearby port with their cargo still intact.
That does sound like James Earl
Everyone was
Jones.
filled with hope, and Beauty's sisters were convinced they would be rich again.
Bring us dresses of silk and some fine shoes, Father.
And a carriage to ride in, so that when we return to the city, everyone will marvel at us.
Very well. But what shall I bring you, Beauty?
Well, there is something I'd love to have. Please, Father, bring me back a rose. We never see any here. Oh, what a stupid present.
I'll bring you back the very best rose, my dear.
But unfortunately for the merchant, the trip was a failure. The goods that were salvaged had been taken by the bill collectors, and there was nothing left. On the way back home, he lost his way and looked for shelter from a violent storm. Cold, tired, and hungry, he came upon a brightly lighted palace.
Perhaps the owner of this fine palace wouldn't mind allowing a tired and lost traveler a bit of warmth by his fire. Hello?
Who's going to bring the horse inside?
Oh, my. Doesn't that look good? Well, I don't suppose I should help myself. On the other hand, perhaps this meal is meant for me.
The merchant ate everything on the table and then became very sleepy.
Perhaps when I awake, the kind master of this palace will have returned, and I can thank him for his hospitality.
The next morning, the merchant hurried into the garden. Remembering Beauty's wish for a single rose, and without thinking anything wrong, he broke one off from the bush.
How dare you steal one of my roses?
You broke my grill.
Master, had I known that this rose was so precious to you, I never would have taken it.
I gave you food and shelter, but you repay this by stealing from me. Prepare to die for your thievery.
Hoping the beast would take pity on him, he told his story, ending with Beauty's request for a single rose.
If your daughter loves you enough to come in your place, I will keep her here with me and let you go free.
I would never allow my daughter to take my place. Kill me if you must.
No, it must be your daughter's choice. If she will not come, then you must return and take your punishment.
I understand.
Take the chest of silver I have left for you. You will find your horse waiting at the gate. But remember, if you do not return, I will hunt you down.
When the merchant told his children of the bargain he had made, Beauty's sisters only thought about how rich they were. They wouldn't miss her at all.
It is my fault that all this has happened, Father.
It was a pretty good
I will stay with the beast.
Despite his pleas for her not to go, Beauty returned to the palace with her father.
How kind this lord is, to have thought of all our needs.
Good evening, merchant. It was good of you to come, as we agreed.
How very frightening he is. And yet his eyes are so sad.
You are certainly a brave young woman, Beauty. She must love you dearly, merchant, to have come.
I plead with you to spare her, Beast. Please, take me in her place.
Beauty, will you remain with me in my palace?
Yes, my lord. I will.
Good! In this palace, you alone are the mistress. You may refer to me as Beast, for that is what I am. I ask only that we speak the truth here. And you, merchant, you shall leave in the morning and take with you 3 chests of gold. And now, I bid you good night.
Or gold.
In the morning, Beauty said goodbye to her father and was then alone. She went to her room, and there she found beautiful clothes and jewels of every kind.
Chests of gold.
Beast will be pleased to see me wearing his gifts. Poor Beast, with all his wealth and love of beautiful things, he is wretched and lonely. I will try to help him be happy. Little bird, you are like me. I will never leave this palace either. Where do you spend your days, Beast?
Do not ask me, Beauty.
Please, tell me what you do.
I hunt. I prowl the woods for prey. I am an animal, after all. I must kill for my meat. Unlike you, I cannot eat gracefully.
How very sad.
Beauty stopped asking questions that might hurt or embarrass the Beast. And as time passed, she found him so kind that her fear soon vanished.
Tell me, Beauty, will you be my wife?
No, Beast. I am sorry, but though you are kind and have treated me fairly, I can never be your wife because I do not love you.
Oh, no.
Each night, when Beauty went to bed, her sleep was filled with the same dream. She would be in a garden of the palace, and a handsome young prince would come to her.
Someday, Beauty, we will be together always.
He seemed familiar to Beauty, although she knew she had never seen him. The next night, Beauty was eager to dream of her prince, but he did not appear.
Where are you, my prince?
The thoughts face empty.
How blind you are. Happiness comes from seeing what does not always lie on the surface. Look deep into the beauty of others to find your own happiness.
Good morning, little bird. Oh, Father, you are ill.
It is a magic mirror, Beauty. If one is pure of heart, one can see into it. If you have seen your father there, then he must truly be ill.
Please, Beast, let me go to him. If I could see him just for a little while, I know he would be better.
You are a good daughter, Beauty. I cannot refuse you anything, for I am your slave. Your wish will be granted. But please, remember your poor Beast who loves you. Return to me in 3 weeks.
Oh, Beast, thank you.
Beauty, will you be my wife when you return?
No, Beast. I am sorry. I can never be your wife because I do not love you.
Then goodbye, Beauty. But remember your promise to return, for I cannot live without you.
When Beauty arrived, she discovered that her father was indeed very ill. But as soon as she was there and caring for him, he began to recover. Beauty's sisters were envious of how well she looked. and resented that she lived in a palace like a queen. Her two sisters were tired of looking after her father, so they induced Beauty to stay beyond the 3 weeks she had promised. They laughed, thinking how angry the beast would be for disobeying him. Even though her father was almost able to take care of himself, Beauty's sisters kept delaying her return to the beast. Then Beauty had another dream.
Oh, Beast, what has happened? Oh, my poor Beast, how awful I have been. How could I have betrayed my promise to you when you have been so kind? I must return to the Beast, Father. Please understand.
Yes, Beauty. You must go. I'm feeling better now.
Oh, Beast, Beast. Oh, my poor Beast. This is my fault for leaving you. Please recover. If you do, I swear to be your wife. I do love you. My prince.
At last, Beauty understood the mystery of her dreams. The prince and the beast were one, and her love had saved them both from their spell.
That was James Earl Jones, in fact. Beautiful. Bosses Entertainment. Oh, we get the silver pony, too. Don't worry, this is the sequel. It'll answer all your questions. The box claims this is a 20-minute tape, and we're at 14 minutes. So I think this is just another short. Oh, heavens. It's the boy who cried horse. It's very important that we know he's going north. Hello, completely normal thing to see. Yeah, I hope he doesn't fly near any archers. Oh no, the seal clubbing fields. flew across the entire world to bring a single apple to an Inuit. Oh, now he's going to the floods of Peru or whatever. Is this Mississippi? I don't know anyone who keeps pet raccoons. Goes to the Orient, where they keep all their Oriental signs. Oh, just New York City. That Pegasus would have made a nice snack for the mountain lion. The horse is just gyrating with its mouth agape the whole time. What is happening? Did a Soviet missile kill the Pegasus? Well, time to take this pony to Alaska. It would have been better with James Earl Jones narrating. Ooh. Well, those were a couple of Golden Book video classics. From Racine, Wisconsin. Golden Book video. Fun. Yeah, I don't know much about the Basustow animation production company that made these, but it looks pretty low budget. Oh. Considerate males. Oh, so many tapes. So many tapes. thank you all for coming to Broadcast 4. We watched Royal Caribbean Cruise Memories, Fast Jets, Tobor the Eighth Man, thanks to Thomas. We learned about timeshares, painted the Lighthouse. We got some low-budget cartoons. Yeah, this is fun. Thank you for the well wishes and the healing vibes. I'm glad I felt well enough to do this. Little by little, we're getting better. Yeah, thank you for joining me in my private home. Sorry, I didn't have the energy to give out points manually today, so it was a little light on ghosts, but I give Dan some points. Dan, you have points now. Yeah, let's see. Is there a raid? I mean, nobody I know personally is streaming. And my sister's calling me, so I think I'll end the stream. Thanks for being here. Love y'all. Bye.